Hey everybody, Jeff Stone here with Two Birds, One Stone. By the way, your copy will not have this nice stripe across the front and back of it. That is just, it's a proof from the printer, so that's why that's on there. But you'll have, everything else will be there, just not the stripe. This is a 50-page booklet. It's got two effects in it. It's full color. Even some of the text is color. Let's see if we can get a few more pictures in there. There you go. Some pictures, more pictures, okay? So it's full color, 50 pages, and it's got a bunch of probably 7 or 8 QR codes sprinkled throughout. So maybe one of them, for example, is for a particular move. You'll scan the QR code and just right there on your phone, you can see like a 20-second, video that shows you how the move works. It's also written up in great detail in the book as well. But having a combination of the video on the QR code and the written instructions makes it a lot easier to learn these moves. They're not hard moves. In fact, some of them you probably already know. So there's probably 6, 7, 8 QR codes in there that have videos linked to them when you scan them with your phone. Secondly, I've been doing Kingside castling. That's one of the two birds, two tricks, for probably 15 years. And then Brainwave Card 8 is relatively new. I've been doing a variation of it for years. Okay, this is just a variation of Nick Trost's 8-card Brainwave, right? So I've been doing these for a long time, but I don't have any footage of them with one exception. And I'm filming this during the COVID-19 lockdown, so I can't exactly go out and film these with real people in the real world. So what I can do though, I've already made one video, which is just like an overhead shot of the Brainwave Card 8, which is, there's a QR code of it in the book, but I'm gonna actually show you a clip of that in just a minute. And so you can see what the effect basically is. And if you're familiar with 8-card Brainwave, you'll understand what my variation is right off the bat as soon as you see it. Secondly, I do have footage of Kingside castling, but it's 15 years old. It was actually featured on Sankey's video that he did back in 2007 called Underground Jam, where I was one of the guest artists on that video. So I'm going to show you the footage of that performance. The video quality may not be the best, but it's at least so you can see what the effect basically is. Now, keep in mind, the effect you're about to see for Kingside castling is one of many things you can do with the cards that you will get. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. But the book has 3 or 4 different ideas and variations written up in it as well, what you can do with those cards, and variations of the presentation that you can do with those cards. So take a look at the Kingside castling clip first, and then we'll come back and talk about the next one. Now, my favorite cards are the kings, and as we all know, being professionals, that magic is all about the magician, right? Of course.
Of course.
We need spectators, right?
Losers. Yeah.
Totally. So, my favorite king, I asked you what your favorite ace is. I'm going to tell you my favorite king is a spade. If you could, go ahead and just sign your name right across there. We better get this right on the first take because I don't want to have to write on another card.
Cheap.
Cheap. Now, I told you King of Spades is my favorite. I should have signed my name. It's my favorite card. That's all right. Okay, now, blue happens to be my favorite color. How about you? Who cares? You're a spectator. Hold your hand out for me. Actually, maybe like a finger. Okay, good choice. Good. Put your finger on that card, okay? Now, don't let me get to it. Just kind of scoot it in there a little bit. Don't let me get to it, though. You got the King of Spades, my favorite card. You put your name on it. I'm going to try to steal it. You ready? I just got it. Believe it or not. Check it out. There it is, right there. Your signature, right on my favorite card. Take a peek at what you got underneath there.
I have nothing.
Nothing is right.
Nada.
Now, see, since my favorite card is the King of Spades, I figured we don't need any other freaking cards.
Nice. Baby, I'm gonna lay down.
Okay, so that was Kingside castling, and again, there's lots of things you can do with those cards, and there's several of those ideas written up in the book. The next clip, take a quick look at Brainwave Card 8. So there you go. That's the rough performance of it, right? That's actually the video you get. It's one of the videos that you can scan in the book and see that video when you're reading the book. And it was more meant for just that, for those who are reading the book. But if you're familiar with 8-card Brainwave, you'll at least have an idea of what this effect is you're getting. So now let me show you what you're going to be getting as far as the cards go. For Brainwave Card 8, you'll be getting 8 cards, and they're all different colors, right? They won't necessarily be these exact colors, but they're all going to be bicycle back like this. And there's a few variations, like maybe instead of this light blue, you got a purple or something like that. But you'll get 8 cards. I won't be showing you the faces, just in case you are not familiar with how this method works. I don't want to expose it. But those of you who know how this works, you know exactly what the cards are that are on the faces. Now, just in the performance you just saw, the selected card was an Ace of Spades, and the other cards were Queens, I think, Queen of Hearts. You will not necessarily be getting those specific cards, right? You'll be getting you'll be getting a different set that still have a good contrast, like a red face card and a black spot card kind of thing, but it won't necessarily be those specific cards. Also, I can't show you the cards for Kingside Castling, but I will tell you that you'll get the cards and you'll be able to do this with a red deck or a blue deck. Okay, bicycle backs, regular old 808 bicycle backs. Okay, so I think that's everything. So hopefully, between seeing kind of a rough idea, flipping through the book here, this is what your book will look like, obviously without the stripe, the cards you'll be getting, and seeing a couple video clips of what the effect roughly will look like. Well, not roughly, but exactly what it'll look like. So hopefully that's enough for you to know what you're getting when you purchase this. Thanks again for your interest, and we'll see you next time, folks. Peace and out.